Okay guys, we're looking at a coil that we're going to do a replacement here. Here's our model and serial number on the coil. I'm not sure if it's running on 410A or R22, one of the two. I'll check with the outdoor condenser out there. But we had a system failure. I believe the customer wants to leave the existing furnace and just do a coil and AC replacement at this time. Let's see here. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the pipe. It says leave pipe out of furnace, so that would be the intake pipe for some reason. They're leaving it out of the furnace. They got a louvered door here, so I don't see why it's any big deal. Maybe there was a clog in that pipe, or if they were getting some condensate runoff out of that pipe back into the furnace. Not quite sure what's going on, why they want to leave it off, or maybe they capped it whenever they put their deck in on the outside. But nonetheless, we'll leave existing refrigerant lines. We'll flush them out with a nitrogen flush kit. We're going to have to relocate. Get over here to this side, relocate that power switch, or at least disconnect it and put it back on whenever we put the new coil in. It's going to be a little bit of a tight fit down here. To squeeze it in, we'll have to disconnect the intake and the exhaust for the furnace to slide our new coil on top of there, and we'll rebuild the supply plenum from this point back down on top of the new coil. While I'm down here, I'll go ahead and show you the breaker box. So they got two panels. The panel on the left here is going to be for what we're looking at, and you can see there's one 40 amp breaker that's turned off. I'm assuming that's the 40 amp breaker for the outdoor condenser. There's a 30 amp breaker up there on the top that says AC unit, but there is two systems in this home, one upstairs, one downstairs. So this 140 amp breaker right here, I believe, is the only one that we're going to be dealing with. And then as far as model of the Challenger series panel box. That should be it. Okay guys, here's the outdoor condenser. There's two of them. This one right here is for the second floor. This one right here is for the main floor. This is the one that we'll be replacing. Let's see here. There's your model and serial number. So we've got a 3-ton outdoor condenser. It is on R22, so I'm going to suggest replacing both the condenser and the coil downstairs. I'll talk to him about the furnace and see what he wants to do. But out here, we're going to replace the disconnect and the whip. We'll be flushing the refrigerant lines with the nitrogen flush kit. We'll put a new pad in. We'll want to bring some of this brown gravel to match. Probably just one bag of that. As far as access goes, a little tight fit here, but we'll be able to squeeze your new condenser through there. And then there's driveway right here you can back right up to, and then street parking right down the road. There is access to the basement around the deck here, over to the left, so you should be able to go ahead and carry the equipment directly down into these doors here for the basement. So that should be all good. All right guys, here's that model and serial number that we're going to be pairing the outdoor coil to, or attaching it to on the furnace.